Hi everyone. I hope everybody is good today. Hey, we played a little game last week called This or That where you got to pick the stamp set that we use for our next project. So we had the Floral Essence stamp set or the My Meadow stamp set. And today I'm going to tell you who won. And also what I have done is made 3 different cards with the stamp set that you chose, and I will offer those also as a card to go. So we can have a cards to go bundle where if you don't have the stamp set and would like to have the stamp set, I can bundle the stamp set in, or we'll just have, if you would prefer, just have the papers. And if you do have the stamp set, you can use it, or you can use any other stamp set that you had. So let me show you which one won and also what our projects are. Okay, so these were our contenders, the Floral Essence and the My Meadow. And I gotta tell you, there was really no contest about it. It was the My Meadow. The My Meadow won the day. And I have 3 projects here with the My Meadow. And I used just about every single stamp in the set. I tried to. There might have been 1 or 2 I didn't use, but here you go. Here is all of my blocks of stamps. Everything's on a block. And there's more, there's more, there's more. So this set comes with a lot of stamps. There, all these stamps are on these cards that we're gonna feature with this stamp set. So the first one, well, the first one that I'm showing here today is, these are all just Build a Scene. This is a Build a Scene stamp set. It is the distinctive, so the images will be varied. They'll be darker in some areas and lighter in some areas. I just chose to poke out and pop up this, but this is our first card. This is another card. Trying to just use all the images. So we featured the gazebo in this one. I just made any one of these scenes I would just love to go to. Okay, and here is another card. So I've got the clouds and the little bridge scene. I believe I've used, I'm looking for the set. I don't see what might be left over from it, but if there is, not much. One other thing about this is, though, with this being a scene builder, I didn't do it because I just wanted one stamp set to be featured. So in case you wanted to make these cards, you wouldn't have to have another. But I can really, really see just making some cards and having the waterfront stamp and using these mountains and maybe these trees and these dots. And it has a few sentiments. So the sentiments I did use on these cards, I got from the Well Said set. Now you could use any sentiments you have, but the Well Said set has a ton of sentiments. So I just pulled those out and used those. So what we can do is, if you would like to make these cards, I would be happy to cut up all the papers again and prepare little kits for you. And the little kits for the papers only can be $15, just as before, and there would be 2 each of these. There's a few embellishments and some punched out images and some bows, which I'll tie on a couple of them. Or if you would like to bundle the stamp set in with it, then I can go ahead and order the stamp set for everybody. That way we can maybe have some savings on postage. I can order the stamp set for everybody and bundle it together for $40. Now, I don't think you really need, I mean, with this I used a few inks. Now you can use whatever you have. I used a light and dark green. I used a pink, and then a brown and a blue. So the ones I used, oh, I also used a smoky slate on this one for the pathway. So you could probably, if you wanted to, use the brown but stamp it off first, or use a crumb cake, a lighter brown, but I used the smoky slate, and that's the only place I used that. But for the most parts, I used the soft suede for any of the browns on the cards. I used the soft seafoam, and that's so light you can't even read that, for the grasses. I used the Rococo Rose for the flowers. The Seaside Spray, I'm just loving it. So that's the Seaside Spray paper, and the clouds. And the Mossy Meadow for the darker, for the trees and for the darker grasses. And I did occasionally throw in a little tiny bit of Mango Melody. I did make a sun with Mango Melody. And if you look out in your yard, you'll see, well, if you look in my yard anyway, you'll see there's lots of times some yellow mixed in with the grass. So it's just not a solid green. So I tried to add that in there as a just to give it a little more interest. So I did use a few inks, but if you're interested in these, please let me know, and we'll get going on making a new project. Now I will go ahead and do videos with each one of these cards, just like we did last time, but these are available as cards to go with just the paper, if you want just that. Or I can bundle in the stamp set for, there's a few of you that don't have it, but there's a few of you that do. And I had a lot of fun with this. I really just sat down one day and I just started stamping. I put a white piece of paper down and chose a focal point and just built a scene around it and had a lot of fun with this one. So those are our projects for the My Meadow stamp set, which is the winner of what you all chose, this or that. So stay tuned. We'll do a few more videos, 3 more videos showing each card and how it was made. And if you're interested in the card kits, please just let me know. I think most of you know my email, phone, or whatever. But I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.